All right, everybody, happy Thursday. It is the last day in April. I cannot believe it. We are already moving into May. So, hey, this is Jen from Two Moms and a Wine Truck. Cheers, everybody. Hope you have had a great day. A little chillier day today, but this weekend looks fantastic. I'm here today with another new friend that I found this week. I found 3 new friends this week. I'm so super excited. All by ways of virtual meetings. So my friend Mary is on with us today, and she owns Beehive Body Company. You all know how I love to shop local and support local business owners. So I wanted to bring Mary on here because she has a really cool story to share about how her business pivoted during the COVID-19. So Mary, welcome. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Wonderful. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started with Beehive.
So my name is Mary. I am actually a born and raised Indiana girl. I came back to my hometown. The Beehive was started in the Beehive state. A lot of people think we have beehives, and trust me, I don't need anything else to try to keep alive. So I leave that up, to the professionals. But Utah is the Beehive state. I was actually active duty Air Force when I started this. I
We,
worked
we
F
appreciate your service. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I had a good time. It was fun. But I worked A10s and F16s in Utah, and we had gotten hydraulic fluid on us. And this stuff does not come off very easy. And I got mad because, this was like 3 days and this stuff still wasn't coming off. So I got on Pinterest and all my infinite wisdom, and the confidence that Pinterest gives us all, whether it be eyeliner or soap. We've all had that Pinterest moment. And I looked up how to make a bar of soap, and
Okay.
I was decided I was going to make my own soap. I was hell bent on this idea. Well, I was a chef before I went in the military, and I did mass production catering. So in my mind, a 1-pound batch of soap was not a lot of soap. If I'd have went and looked and saw what an average bar of soap weighs, I would have realized that was anywhere from 4 to 5 bars of soap. But hey, in my mind, go big or go home. So I ended
Oh
up
my
making
goodness.
like a 4-pound batch of the soap. Well, and I also poured like 2 pounds of pumice into this stuff. So I ended up with all kinds of soap after this was all done. At this point, excuse me, I'm pouring it into like everything I can find in my kitchen. You name it. Like everything has soap poured in it to this point because I didn't plan ahead. Um, and so I let it, because our soap on average sits for a minimum of 45 days. So here we are. I have all this soap everywhere, and I'm like, great. So I start handing it out to the guys, and they all came back, and a little while later, like, we need more soap, and I'm like, what?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I'm like, wait, I don't want to make any more of this stuff. It's a pain. There's crap still everywhere. Like, no. And they're like, no, this stuff actually works. So I started making this one type of soap. And then I got into a lot of the guys that were getting out of the military were really, because like the first thing you do when you get out of the military is you stop shaving and you grow like this long, crazy, shaggy hair. It's like there's this whole thing. And so a lot of the guys were, yeah, that's like part of your like retirement papers or you're
That's
getting out.
interesting.
And they were all complaining because their faces were itchy and things like that. So I started getting in a lot with the beard care, and I I started doing beard oil and beard scrub and things like that, and it just kind of kept growing on from there. And then I had a car accident in 2013 in October. So I had started making soap before that. I still don't officially know when I started this mess, but it's
You don't
just
even know when you became a business owner. You're like, it just happened. You're like an overnight success. It just happened.
one day people kept ordering and kept bugging me, and I was like, okay.
I love it.
So when I had a car accident, the soap picked up more because it was kind of a therapy. It
Hmm.
was a way to I hurt my back really bad, but it was a way where I had a 2 to 3 hour time frame where I could still be productive and do stuff. And it I didn't know I was setting myself up for when I got out of the military. And I did well with it. I was in a couple stores in Utah, nothing crazy, did some farmers markets. Funny enough, it was when I moved back to my hometown in 2017 that my business originally took off.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I had the opportunity to open a storefront in a little town a few miles down the road, um, and it did very well, and it got to the point where we actually outgrew it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So then we joked that we moved from one blinky light town to a bigger blinky light town. So we literally moved 2 miles down the road in February, and you know, January, it was basically we moved all of January. We still had wholesale clients we were taking care of. We hadn't planned, like we had started kicking around a date for our grand reopening here, because we never really did a grand opening at the other shop. We just turned
Yeah.
the light one day and opened the doors.
And off
And
you went.
yeah, so we were like, okay, we need to do it right this time. We need to have a grand opening. And the day we planned it for was for us, also happened to be a spring festival here. And we were like, well, okay, we'll put it off. And like we were talking earlier, I don't even remember when we really started hearing about COVID. It
Mm-hmm.
kind of like, it was here and there and here and there. And then all at once, it was like somebody opened
Boom.
up the COVID
Yep.
dump truck on us.
Mm-hmm.
And very quickly, I think it was about 2 weeks before that March 28th date is when, it was actually before that when they said, no festivals. And being a maker in an industry like this, like festivals, they're big for us.
They're huge. Exactly. Yeah.
And people have been cooped up all winter, and that first normal like 2 or 3 spring festivals,
Yep.
it is hold on, because it's going to be
Mm-hmm.
big. And it's I always say that the universe has jokes, and I had no clue what to even be prepared for.
So you literally pivoted from kind of doing the festival, and all of a sudden this
Mm,
word COVID-19 came into your world and your sales went boom.
yes,
So talk to us about, some of the products that you have, and I think you're going to show us some visuals as well too.
yes,
But talk to us about, because your two top sellers right now are your soaps and your hand sanitizers.
yes.
Um, we are going to be one of your newest customers, so the wine truck will be super excited for that, because why not support a local business owner, right?
Hey, so it's been really weird with this. We have totally transitioned to an online business, and we were not an online business. So that's been one very interesting hurdle for us.
Hmm.
It's just been insane. We Before this, we had a cult following with our hand soaps. We now, I didn't even bring it in here. We actually offer a refill that's in a similar container as to this.
Oh,
That's a
that's
32
nice.
ounce. Yeah, this thing, they're so stinking cute. But they're a 32-ounce refill. So we make all of our hand soap here in house.
Uh-huh.
Um, and we constantly are washing our hands because of what we do here. Obviously now we're all washing our hands to a point where they're peeling.
Yeah.
Um, and even like my sister, we have little bottles of this. I didn't grab any, excuse me. But she actually keeps it like in her like pouch at work, so she doesn't have to use the other hand soap, because she's like, my hands like yours. So
And for clarification, your sister works in the healthcare industry, so
yeah,
that's
she
yes.
does.
Okay.
She works between 4 to 5 nursing homes. There's actually another product back here I'll show you that has
Hmm.
really taken off too. So our hand soap is huge. In fact, we're trying to source a whole bunch more containers right now, because we're
Hmm.
going to run out of this. That has just been, I've made more hand soap in the last, when we make our hand soap, the other day, we do it in 5-gallon buckets.
Yeah.
So it's many gallons of hand soap, like stretched out, ready to be fragranced, colored, and bottled. So this has been one that we kind of didn't plan. And my sister, because of the cross contamination in medical facilities,
Hmm.
she has to go between so many. So she has different shoes. So what she does is she puts like slide on shoes, and then she puts her shoes in the back of her trunk with plastic, like Rubbermaid containers. And then this is something that we brought out. It's called Soul Spray. It's not for your skin at all. It's a blend of Everclear and a couple other things.
Ooh,
And
Everclear.
yeah, yeah, right. I've bought more Everclear in the last 20 days than I have in my whole life, like times 20. Like I'm the guy like walking out of the liquor store with like 6 half gallons of
Oh,
Everclear.
oh, Mary, you're cracking me up.
I have every college kid's dream right now, but we're not consuming it.
Oh,
We're not that much fun. I'd love to tell you we're not. So that's how Soul Spray got born and has been
that will
used and
kill anything then.
yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Oh my
But she's like, my
gosh.
toilet paper smells better.
There you go. Win-win. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So the sanitizer comes in a few different ways. I think I brought them all in here. So we have a refill now because we've had enough people buy, and with the shortage, this allows us to free up containers for new customers.
And a thing to
Um,
add on there, if you are a customer or if you have another container, keep it. Don't throw it away because there's a shortage in the world for this type of stuff right now.
so like pumps, we actually have to charge a little bit more because the price of pumps went absolutely
I'm
through the
sure
roof.
they did. Yeah.
Um, so we do these two sizes on our website. If you buy a refill, you can actually buy a refill with an empty container and an empty small one. We've sold so many of these to businesses for ways to promotional items.
Yep.
That's what we now reserved our 2 ounces for. And then the 4 ounce is kind of a good purse size. And then a lot of people like the pump
Yep.
because it's a pump, they can refill stuff. And we had a moral thing with the hand sanitizer because like we talked, I don't make it. I purchased it from a facility that produces it all. And part of that is because I want to ensure that I'm passing along to my customers a product that is going to be
Right.
efficient for
Yep. And we
them.
appreciate that.
Even though my business card says basement chemist, there's some things I'll basement chemist. There's other things
Sure.
I really don't want to.
Sure. Absolutely. We were talking earlier, and the power of social media can be good and it can be bad. And you shared earlier, just like I have many times, I'm scrolling. It's already been 15, 20 minutes, that you're never going to get
Yep.
back again. But you said something funny. You actually bought a scratch off map.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so your
So
footprint has grown across the United States now, which is awesome. From a little town in Indiana, you're shipping all over the United States. This is great.
and we actually we have a couple customers that are stationed in Italy
Mm-hmm.
that so we've actually gotten to go to other bases. We have one in Japan
Awesome.
and Korea that we've all shipped to. So and that's just something, when they say, to support a small business, a like and a share.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think some people understand just how many of those can really make a huge impact on a small business. Somebody found us in Missouri and Colorado and Nevada. I mean, and when people don't understand that, it's just, if you do hear from me here on out, refer to me as the girl that works for me. As her name is really Kara. She has a real name, but I call her Crunchy Kara because she's a tree hugging hippie.
Kara, we love you. We do.
Um, Anybody that knows me knows that girl is my savior. She, Crunchy and I'll sit there and look at each other and be like, how's somebody in Pennsylvania find us? And we're just like,
I know.
what?
I know.
You
It's
know this person? And it's kind of interesting to see like just where we go that week. And people don't understand that we're just two girls in the middle of a cornfield, out in the middle of Indiana. And like one guy goes, well, why don't you have one of your employees do that? And I'm like, well, there's only two of us here. I'm like, if there's one who's slacking off, please somebody tell me because we're gonna get them.
I know
But
when I was first starting in the business, I'd say we because it's automatically me, myself, and I. So there's three of you. So depending on your personality, so definitely, I love
my
it.
mom makes fun of me for that. And I said, look, the business is just as much of a human being. I'm like, it has
Right.
a social security number, it pays
That's right.
taxes, it orders stuff, it ships stuff. I'm like, no. It's it is. I think that it's funny because I think you do treat the business as it's a baby. I mean,
Hmm.
you spend hours growing it,
Hmm.
um
I love it.
yeah.
Mary, because you gave some great products here, where can they go to see? Because this just isn't the only two things you guys have. You have a lots of other product line, but right now with COVID, is your website? What's your Facebook? What's all your social media stuff that they can check you out?
So if you go on Beehive Body Co. LLC on Facebook, you'll see us on there. Kara post. I'm not. Kara's the witty one. Like I can talk to a cinder block for hours. Kara's the one that makes me look good on social media, and she takes all the pictures, she does the website. So Beehive Body Co. LLC, and then to shop, and it was really weird because before this I had just gotten brand new business cards because we had a beer festival in January at the state fairgrounds, and I was like, crap, I need business cards because I had ran out in December. And funny enough, on my business card I put "shop from your underwear" on the back.
Oh,
Little did I know in 2 months how much shopping we would all be doing from our underwear.
that was some serious foreshadowing in that. I love that. I love that. I love that.
So
Well, Mary, thank you so much for being on and sharing all about this. And like I said, we're going to be your newest customers. I can't wait to show off your product on our wine truck, making sure our guests and clients are safe throughout this crazy pandemic we're going through. You girls keep up the good work. Love to see successful entrepreneurs be able to do that pivot when they need to. And you guys seriously nailed it on the head. So congratulations for that. I really appreciate that. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. It's been another Thursday with Jen, Two Moms and a Wine Truck. Be safe, stay positive, and we'll see you soon. Bye.